Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Monday Dice Football here on Big Muzz Gaming, and today it is week 5 for Football America 2000. Another sold-out crowd here at Civic Stadium. The Wolfpack, as they call themselves, are becoming known as the loudest crowd in Football America. Tonight, they'll host a battle between the top two teams in the West as the Portland Alphas take on the Houston Drillers. Taking a look at the updated power rankings, Orlando and St. Louis remain the top two teams in the league, while Portland clawed its way into the third spot. Philadelphia somehow remaining in the top 5 despite a .250 record, while Vegas continues to round out at number 5. Here's an update on the injury front. St. Louis's Kyle Greenberg is cleared for action, and he'll be back next week. Mauro Horn for New York is still out for a couple more weeks. And Houston had a rough go against the Seals last week. Quarterback Brandon Ellenbogen got hurt early in the second half, but he will be able to return next week. However, defensive tackle Daniel Ottman was not so lucky. His knee injury was significant enough that he'll be out of action until week 12, which just happens to be the second matchup for Houston against San Francisco. Here's your headlines for Football America this week. Two teams were hit with a double whammy this week, Orlando being one of them. Wide receiver Elijah Joswiak was hurt off the field this week. He's going to be out until week 8. In addition, left tackle Hunter Thomas was arrested for disorderly conduct. The Apollos have decided to give him a suspension for this week's game. There's reports from Philadelphia that secondary nose tackle Noah Tuatagaloa was reportedly having issues against the run offense. And Washington wide receiver Alonzo Allen was also injured outside of team activity, but he will be cleared to return next week. The other team that had that double whammy, though, was Chicago. 2 of their players were arrested at an event this week. Cornerback Trevor Jackson was arrested for assault, but he will face no jail time nor discipline from the team. However, strong safety Shayon Washington was arrested for DUI, and that was enough for the Flames to give him a 1-game suspension. That's a look around the league. Now let's take a look at this matchup with our Girth Watch Tale of the Tape. With Ellenbogen out, Dylan Lewis is going to get the start for Houston, and his first outing last week was pretty good, getting a 118 passer rating, but he's going to need to get the ball into receivers' hands more often. He does trail Malik Delmar's average by over 120 yards. On the offensive side, Houston is incredibly prolific, averaging over 500 yards and 41 points every game. While Portland's offense is nothing to sneeze at, they're going to have to rely on their defense to step up. And this might be where Portland has the edge. Houston's defense gives up nearly 100 yards more per game than Portland and 4 more points per game. But look at these differentials. Both teams sitting on a +8 turnover differential. Absolutely astonishing. We should expect both defenses to really shine here tonight. With that, let's not wait any longer and get right to the action for week 5. Here is the Portland Alphas take on the Houston Drillers. Alright, so let's get things underway here. Another sold-out crowd here in Portland. Let's see who's going to get the ball first. We have Portland with the option, and they are going to defer, so they will get the ball to start the second half. That'll mean Houston will bring the ball out to start this game, and here we go. Those started out in their third zone. First plays from scrimmage here. So they have Dylan Lewis under center tonight. It's a pass against the blitz. 51, any player on the defensive line with a 0 pass. Yeah, Alex Office does. So that will mean it is incomplete. So 4th down, they'll have to punt. That'll go 3 zones. Portland will take over inside the 35. First few minutes gone here in the first quarter. We have tendency against safe. They're going to throw it. 12, F or a Z passer, no. Q is greater than 13, so we won't go to complete. We'll go to the XP chart. And the 4 will make it 4 zones. So now inside the 20 of Houston. Portland threatening early. It'll be a pass against a safe defense. 25, any player on the offensive line with a 0 pass. Yeah, the rookie Myslinski on the right tackle side, he is. So that'll be a sack, loss of 1.
No.
Player 11 is defender H, and that's going to be Jamal Jackson with the sack. So that's 4th down. I think we'll go ahead and try for the field goal here. What's our distance? Ooh, right in the front of it. We're going to add 2, so that's from the 22-yard line. It'll be a 29-yard try for Bennett Waldko. So let's see, he's a double A from zone 3, 11 to 45 to put it up. Oh, it misses! It's no good, but it will be dealt into the end zone for a single.
Hey, nice rouge there, Gordo.
So 1 point on the board for the Alphas, and that will put the Drillers on their own 20 to start their next drive. So they went 3 and out last time. How do the Drillers respond to the single? They're going to go with a pass versus a pass. 36. So a defensive penalty keeps the drive going, so that will move it up into the third zone.
Flag.
Drive stays alive. It'll be a run against the blitz. 31. At least one player ready to run 2 in the backfield. Yeah, Dylan Lewis has that too, so it will hit, and that will be a gain of 3. Now inside of Portland territory. Let's see if Houston can get on the board here. Another run against the blitz. 24. 2 more players ready to run 2 in the backfield. No, not this time, and Lewis has a 2- anyway, so that's not going to hit. No gain. There might be a turnover. We're going to have to go to review for it. And it's a fumble! The ball pops out, and it's in the hands of the Alphas, and it will be first down Portland inside their third zone. All right, next drive for Portland. They're going to go with an audible against the run. They're going to run it. All right. Into the run defense. 13. Runner double A or better. Well, let's see who it's going to. Defender number 20. So it's either Thurman or the quarterback. So Thurman's on the inside, so that wouldn't hit. But Malik Delmar is on the outside, so let's see. Even number, they hit the outside. They do, so Delmar will run it on the outside for a gain. And he gets a single zone. Moving down the field. Tendency against safe, so there'll be a pass. 42, and he tied into wide receiver with a 0. No, we don't have any in this set. Yeah, Coffee is a 1. McCall is a 1. Norton's a 1. No, so that will be completed. Questionable catch, though, so we do have to see who it goes to on the throw. We'll go to either Coffee, because it would be Gray, but he's still out, so it's Coffee on that side, or Brandon Gulso. Neither of them are questionable, so it will be complete. And that's good for another 2 zones. Getting inside of Houston territory. It's a pass versus the blitz. 56. Any DB with a 0? No, everyone's at least a 1. So that's going to be a no. Y greater than 3? Yeah, so that's going to be intercepted.
Yoink! Hey!
Picked off 2 zones ahead, so that's going to be inside the 10 of Houston. Let's see who picked up the interception there. Player number 9 is D, and that's going to be Cody Clark with the pick. So a scoring opportunity goes nowhere for the Alphas, and the Drillers deep in their own territory with a chance to respond. They're going to go with a pass against a safe defense. 54, and they lose the football.
Another one.
Second fumble of the quarter for Houston, and Portland's right back in it, knocking on the door. Basically first and goal to go here for the Alphas. It's going to be a run against the run. 36. Oh, an offensive penalty kills the drive.
Flag.
But they can hit a field goal here to end the quarter. 63, so it's on the higher side. So it'll be from the 8-yard line, so that'll make it a 15-yard attempt for Waldko, who's already 0 for 1 on the day. But if he puts this through, 11 to 64 should be no problem. And it's not a problem there. So with the good field goal, it'll now be 4-0 Portland at the end of 1. All right, kickoff here to start the second quarter. and it will be returned out to zone 2. Houston's still down by only a score. Basically only down by a long field goal, so they will throw against the safe defense. They also have a pass tendency. 61, 2 more DBs with a 0 pass. No, none of them do. Is Y greater than 2 for Lewis? Yes, it is, so that'll be intercepted.
Yoink! Yoink!
And this one could get returned. And it goes into the end zone for a Portland pick 6.
Touchdown!
Now the extra point to come is up and through, and it's now suddenly 11-0. So Houston now down by more than 10 points. They're going to go back to zone 2. How do they fare here? They're going to go with a throw again against a safe defense. 25. Any player on the offensive line with a 0. Yeah, Matthew Briggs has the 0, so that's a sack. Loss of 1.
Too bad your ass got sacked.
That is 4. That's player K. That's going to be a sack for Miles Brock. So now 4th and long for them to go. They got to punt it away. It's only going to go back 2 zones, so inside the 35 of Houston will be the Alphas. A chance to extend their lead. There we go. Audible against safe defense, so they're going to throw. 12, an F or a Z passer, no. We're going to go to the X chart because the Q rating for Del Mar is over 13. Go route, and that we don't have to roll anymore. That's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Alphas.
Touchdown!
So we'll kick the extra point here. 3, it is up and good, and now it's suddenly 18-0 in favor of Portland. It's starting to get out of hand here for Houston. Houston about to get the ball again. And they will bring it out to their 3rd zone. Houston struggling to get some offense going in the 2nd quarter. They will run it against a safe defense. 51, 2 more defensive backs rated run 2. They only got Eric Allen, so just the 1. It will be a gain. Positive yardage, finally, for the Drillers. It's only going to be 1 zone, though. All right, next sequence coming. Another pass sequence with the tendency. This will be against the blitz. 11, a Z passer? No. Lewis's Q is greater than 11, so we're going to the XP chart. Going to gain some ground here. It's 3 zones, and now they're inside the 20 of Portland. Let's see if they can come away with some points. It's going to be a run versus the run. 22's runner rated F. Nobody on the running team is rated F, so that's going to be an automatic gain. XR gain, and that's all they needed to cross into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown!
So the Drillers on the board. They'll go for the regular extra point. 66. Oh, it might miss. If it's a 5 or a 6 here, it's going to doink away. Nope, it is up and it is good. So that'll make it 18-7. All right, we're approaching the 5-minute mark here. Houston has gotten on the board. Portland's defense doing pretty well. They did so last time against St. Louis. They're going to bring this out to zone 3. And they're doing it against another hot team here with Houston. Let's see if their defense holds up later in the game. This will be a pass against a safe defense. 13, grade D or better. Yes, it is. It's complete. Good for a zone. All right, we got another pass. This one's against the run. 31, any player in the backfield with a 2 pass. Nope, not this time. It'll be incomplete and 3rd down. Entering the 2-minute range now. It's going to be pass versus pass. 53, 2 or more DBs rated 2 pass. No, it's just Hayes who has the 2, so not going to hit there. Y greater than 6? No, so it'll be incomplete. So they'll punt this away with about a minute to go. It's going to be 4 zones deep. Put them inside the 10-yard line with a minute and change left. All right. 2 more sequences here before we get to the halftime break. And we're going to go audible. They're going to pass it against a safe defense. 32, 2 more players in the backfield rated 2. Nope, so it's going to be incomplete. And a 3rd down coming for the last sequence of the half. Audible here against the blitz. They're going to throw it. 62, any linebacker with a 2 pass. Yeah, Renzo Coakley does. It's a sack. If it's a 6, it's a defensive touchdown. No, he avoids crossing into the goal line, but it will be a sack for Portland. Player 10, defender H. That's going to be Darius Bramlett getting a sack to his name. And that is how the first half will end. So Portland out to a 2-score lead to finish the first half, keeping Houston's offense at bay for the moment. We'll see how both teams adjust in the second half momentarily. But first, let's take a look at the rest of this week's scores from Football America. It seemed to all go wrong for Chicago in the first quarter. A pick 6 followed by 2 fumbles that led to New York touchdowns put them down 24-0 after 1, but the Flames would claw back to make it a 3-point game in the final minutes. New York, though, would force the Flames to go all the way in their next drive, where they would come up short. Nice quell the comeback and beat the Flames 27-21. Riders fans now have something to celebrate. They never gave up the lead to St. Louis at any point in the contest, only letting them tie it with 10 to go in the fourth. Derek McCormick would then lead a 91-yard drive capped by a 17-yard game-winning touchdown to Sean Potts to give him 132 receiving yards on the day. Riders take down the Gunners in an exciting finish, 35-28. San Francisco was able to keep up with the Outlaws for the first half, but after Vegas took the ball for the second, they put on the gas and never let up. 21 unanswered points by the Outlaws in the second half made this one a no-doubter. Seals fall at home, 42-22. Philadelphia floundered against Los Angeles for most of the game until an interception by Frank Smalls woke the Bells up from their slumber. The pick sparked a 10-point rally in the fourth quarter with Sal Thibodeau scoring a go-ahead touchdown. Philly's defense would then do the rest, and the Bells got a much-needed win against the Suns, 17-13. And in our nation's capital, the Federals pulled off an upset over the top-ranked team in the league. Orlando only had the lead once early in the third quarter, but Washington put together 2 solid scoring drives that would give them back the lead, and they never gave it up. The Apollos suffer their first loss of the year via the Feds, 20-10. Cincinnati gets a much-needed bye this week. They'll have a chance to recoup, recalibrate, and reorganize for their next matchup, which will be next week against Philadelphia. With one half in the books now, Portland is holding on to a 2-score lead, and Houston's offense has yet to fully awaken. Will the Drillers finally get to work in the second half? We'll find out after this quick break. Monday Dice Football and Football America are brought to you this week by Biddy Beer, the official beer of Football America. Biddy Beer, Biddy prices for nearly 100 years. By Lone Star Financial, since 1983, Texas-sized banking with down-home hospitality. And by Pro Grip Power Tools. For your next DIY project, make sure to get your hands around a Pro Grip. Second half about to start here in Portland. Houston trailing by 2 scores. Still plenty of football left to play. Reminder to click the link in the description for your own copy of Football America 2000 for you to follow along. And if you have Second Season Express or Full Play at home, you can even replay this game or the entire 2000 season. All right, let's get the second half underway here. Portland gets the ball to start the second half, and they are going to start in their second zone. All right, first drive is going to be on an audible. They're going to throw it against a safe defense. 55, any DB with a 2 pass. Chris Hayes has it, so that's going to be intercepted. And that'll be picked off 2 zones ahead, so inside the 50 of Portland. Houston will get the ball. Let's see who picked up that interception. That's player 17. Player G, that's going to be Joshua Crane, the right linebacker, picking it up. But we do have to check for an injury. Who's going to get hurt here? 61, defender F. That's going to be Micah Jones for Houston. Let's use the gray die here to see how long he's out. Oh, he's going to be out for the rest of the game. That's too bad. So on the turnover, Houston with a chance to add some points. They're going to go with an audible. They're going to run it against the blitz. 55, at least one defensive back rated 0. Yeah, Keon Simmons and Javon Spikes both have a 0. So it's a missed tackle, it's a go route. They get at least 4 zones, and that is all they're going to need, and that is another Houston touchdown.
Touchdown!
Going to roll for the extra point here first. 32 is up and good. That is going to make it 18-14 here in the third quarter, but we do have another injury to report. Let's see who is the injured party here. 33. It was Elijah Lindrum, but he's only out for the series, so nothing bad happens to him there. So it will just be the touchdown. So just like that, a quick touchdown from Houston puts them right back in it. We got a no result on the kickoff. Oh no, they lose the football, and Houston's going to get right back inside the 20.
Oh no.
So another chance for points for the Drillers. It's going to be run versus safe. 16 is the runner C or better. Let's see who's it going to be. Let's see. Dexter on the inside is a D. Case on the outside is a D. So that's not going to be the case. No gain there, but it will be third down. Alright, we got a run against a safe defense. Keeping it right here. 23, 2 more players ready to run 2 on the offensive line. Not happening there, so no gain, and it will be fourth down. So a field goal coming up. Let's see the distance. 24. So there. So from the 13, we'll make it a 20-yard attempt for Devon Ramos. He's A from zone 2, so he just needs 61 or less. And it's good. And it's suddenly a 1-point game. So, all right, on the kickoff here, we bring it out to zone 2. Houston chipping away at this lead, suddenly making it a 1-point affair. So we're in the midway point of the third quarter. This will be a pass against safe. 64, any linebacker with a 0 pass. Oh, Mackenzie Black does. So that is a yes. That'll be complete. Good for 2.
Hold it!
Hold up. Let's make sure we did this right. So 64. Yeah, so Finn Strickland got it. So that's all good. It's still the correct one. So we got it right. Either way. Alright, this will be a run against safe. Another 64. 2 more defensive linemen with a run 0. They've got Jamal Jackson and Ryan Edwards. So that is a yes. That'll be a gain. Oh, that's going to be an XR gain of 3. Alright, pass against the run. 13, grade D or better for Del Mar. It is. It's complete. Minimum of 2 zones gained, and that's all they're going to get. Touchdown, Portland.
Touchdown!
Extra point coming. It is up and through, and it is back to an 8-point lead. All right, still a one-score game. See how Houston does. We have a no result. Oh, they'll bring it out to zone 4. So a couple minutes left here in the third. It's going to be a run versus safe. 51, 2 more defensive backs rated run 2. Only one of them does, so that's a no. That'll make it a gain of 2. Next up, say pass versus safe. 44, 2 more players on the defensive line rated 2 pass. No, they're on the opposite side. Cole lost his, but even then, it's still going to be a no. So that's completed. They get 4 or more, they're going to score a touchdown. And they will. The XP gets at least 3, and that's into the end zone for the Driller touchdown.
Touchdown!
So let's see if they're going to go for 2 to tie the game. They will not, so they're just going to kick the extra point. And it is good, so it is back to a 1-point deficit with about a minute to go. And see where we're going to set up for the 4th. We will be set up in zone 3 for the start of the 4th quarter. So here we go. Start of the 4th quarter. Portland up by 1. See if they can hold on to the lead. It'll be a pass against safe. 55. Any DB with a 2 pass? Yes, Chris Hayes has it, so that's going to be an interception.
Another one.
That'll be picked off 1 zone ahead, so it will be outside the 35 of Portland, where Houston will take over. We do need to check the injury. It's 51. That is the center, Daniel Wooten, who is hurt for Portland. Let's see how long he's going to be out. Oh, that's going to be the rest of the game, so they're going to have to depend on Torrey Bogg to do the duties for the rest of the game. And who came up with the interception? That's number 13, the top defensive back. Yeah, that was Chris Hayes right there, taking care of business himself. So Houston with a chance to take the lead. They're going to throw it against a safe defense. 14, completion grade C or better. Lewis has a B, so that is complete. That'll go for 2 zones. Next sequence coming. It's audible against safe. They're going to run it. 45. Ooh, defensive penalty keeps the drive moving. That puts them inside the 10.
Flag.
So, unless they flub it, a real good chance to score here for the Drillers. They're going to throw it against a pass. 53, 2 more DBs rated 2 pass. Oh, yes, they do. They got Keon Simmons, who's a 2. Eric Allen, with the game on the line, moves up to a 2. So that is a yes. It is intercepted.
Yoink.audio/losers.
Picked off in the end zone for a touchback. Great save by the secondary of Portland to keep them in it. Let's see who came up with the grab there. That is number 4. That's going to be Javon Spikes. So it was Simmons and Allen putting the pressure in the backfield, and Spikes taking it away. Now Portland football here with about 11 minutes to go in the ball game. An audible against the pass. They're going to throw. 41, any wide receiver or tight end with a 2 pass. No, Gray's still out, so that'll be incomplete. We are going to go to a review, though, to see if the catch was made. No, it is upheld. It is incomplete. So that'll bring up 4th down. They'll have to punt. It will go 3 zones, setting up Houston outside their own 50. So we'll see if Houston can make their way downfield once again. It'll be a pass against the run. 25. Any player on the offensive line with a 0. Yep. Matthew Briggs has a 0 pass, so it's a sack.
I eat quarterback for breakfast.
Is it not go back? And it will be 4th down. Player H. And that is another, that is a sack for Tyrese Keys, who was in that run set. So 4th down, they'll have to punt it away. We'll go 3 zones, back to inside the 20 for Portland. It's coming up to the final minutes here before we go into full play. It's going to be a run versus the pass. 53, at least one linebacker with a run 2. No, none of them do. So that will be a gain of 3, getting them inside enemy territory. This is going to be a throw against the blitz. 65, 2 more linebackers rated 0. Got Strickland, who's yes. John Pointer, the secondary linebacker, he's a 0, so that's a yes. So, yeah, that's going to hit. It's complete. XP gain, no. So it'll be 3 inside the 10. All right, so we're going to pick things up here into full play. We've got 5 minutes to go. It's going to be 2nd down and goal from the 9-yard line for the Portland Alphas. A chance to score a touchdown to extend their lead. They're going to be in situation D for this play. It's going to be an inside run against the run. Let's see how they do. 61. Does E have a run of 2? Strickland does not. Is he rated 0? No, he's not. So that will make it a 3-yard gain for Steals. So now we are at 3rd and goal to go. So 3rd down play, we have to play it as 3rd and 6. They're going to do a screen pass against a safe defense. This might give them a chance to score. 32, does EC have a 0 pass? Esteban Norton does not, so it'll be an excess play. This might score. 26, does E or F have a 2 pass? Neither of them do. Beneath the coverage and caught in the end zone. That is a Portland touchdown.
Touchdown!
So a 6-yard pass to Brandon Gulso will extend the lead for the Alphas. They will kick the extra point. So just a double A. So as long as it's not 66, it'll be fine. And it's up and good. That will make it 32-24 with 4:30 to go. All right, time to kick it off here. Let's see how Waldco will do on the kick. 44, so it'll be 59 from the 30. That'll put it to the 11-yard line. It's going to be the secondary returner for the Drillers is going to take it back. That'll be Cooper Quinn who's going to do the return duty there. Let's see how far he takes it. 65, it's going to be a long return. You get another high number here. This could be bad. 65, it's going to go all the way back to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston!
Touchdown!
Wow. Click the button for the offense and it was the same card, same result. So it ends up going as an 89-yard kick return touchdown for Cooper Quinn. Just like that, we've got a chance for a tie ball game here. Let's see if they, inside of 5 minutes, they got to go for 2. So this will be a conversion attempt from the 2-yard line. I'm going to treat it as 4th down and 2 to go. It'll be short versus safe. Let's see what they get. 62. Does A have a 2 pass? He does not. Beautiful throw. It's complete. And the try is good. And we've got a tie game. So that completion went over to Vincent Smith for the score. And now suddenly it's 32-32 with 4 minutes left. Everyone's got all 3 timeouts. All right, Ramos to kick it away. Oh, we have a, let's see, it's KO1. So it'll be 60 yards to the primary. The kicking team will be offside, but we will still run the return. So it's still the primary returner, which is Trayvon Thurman. Make sure he's still good. Yeah. So Trayvon Thurman's still the primary returner, and got to be careful here. He scores a touchdown on any return over 35 yards. He could take it back. Let's see how far he takes it. 16, that's not going to be good. So from 28, we take away 7, so it'll be a 21-yard return. And there is a penalty on the return as well.
Flag?
So let's see what the second foul is on that return penalty. 64. And then is a block in the back. So, unfortunately, those means those fouls offset, so we're going to have to re-kick.
Agree, this is a complete waste of time.
All right, let's try that again. 34, it'll be a 62-yard kick, and it will be returned by Gary Jackson. And it'll be taken at the 8 of Portland. How far does he get with it? 54. We're going to add 6 to his result, so that's going to make it a 28-yard return. All right, so it's Portland football, 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. So we're tied up, so we're just playing regular cards at this point. So 1st and 10, they're going to go inside against a safe defense. And it's going to be a 26. Does D or K have a run 0? Yes, both of them do actually, so that will be an XR play. It'll go out of bounds. 16, does J have a run of 2? Barnes does not, so bursts through the hole for 7 and gets out of bounds for a 7-yard gain. That one is to Vogel. All right, 2nd and 3 coming up. They're going to go outside against the pass. We got them a little beat here. 46, well, that's an unusual result. 44, it's a 4-yard loss. There is a penalty on the play. All right, but let's see what the penalty is all about. 36. Oh, it's going to be offsides on the defense. So that play goes for naught. It'll add 5, and that's an automatic first down.
Flag.
So the clock stops with 15 to go. We're now up to the 48-yard line for the Alphas. It'll be 1st and 10 after the penalty. They are going inside against the run. This will be an inside run for Thurman. 46, another unusual result. 33, 9 yards. There is a penalty and an injury on the play. So let's see what the foul is. 24. Okay. So no play, no injury, it's just a false start. So that'll move them back 5.
Flag.
Okay, going now on the 5. On the penalty now at their own 43. It's going to be 1st and 15. It'll be a short pass against safe. So we go 45. Does GB have a 0 pass? He does not. It's completed under pressure for half of R. Who's getting it? That's number 15. That's Rome. So half of his is 8. It's an odd number. So if we get an odd number here, we're going to get an extra yard. No, so it'll just be an 8-yard gain. All right, we're under 3 minutes to go. Now 2nd and 7. It's going to be a short pass against a safe defense. Same formation, same setup. 54, does B have a 0 pass? Hayes does not. He is solidly a 2 in this situation, so he's going to cover the receiver. He might have an interception here. Let's see where it goes. 43, 7 or more? No, so that'll be incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down. Hanging on just barely into Houston territory. 3rd and 7. We're going to have a short pass against a safe defense. Again, the same formations. 52. Does H have a 0? No, Jamal Jackson's on the 2, so that's not going to hit. It will be complete. So let's see. It would have been for Gray, but he's out, so it's going to be Vogel making the catch for half R, so it's good for 6. Does he get that 7th yard? No, he does not, so it'll be 6 yards to the 43 of Houston, and it'll be 4th and 1. So this is a tough call here. At the 2-minute warning, it's 4th and 1. Let's see, do they want to go for it? Let's find out. No, they don't want to go for it, so they will try the field goal. From the 43, it's going to be exactly 50, so it's not a 4-point kick because it has to be 51 or more, but it's still a chance to take the lead on a C grade. They're going to have to hit 21 or lower to hit this through. It's going to be a long, long try. So they need 21 or less to hit the field goal. The kick on its way. No good. So from 41, we take away 3. So that'll be a 57-yard kick. So it will be taken 3 yards deep. So it'll be taken 7 yards deep into the end zone. So this is a tough call. Do they concede? Let's do that right this time. Do they concede the single? No, they're going to bring it out. They will have their returner bring it out, which is Robert Dexter on the return. 36 will take away 2, which will make it a 22-yard return. So that brings it out from -7 up to the 15-yard line. And there is where Houston will take over with 1:50 to go. So again, nobody's hit their timeouts just yet, and under 2 minutes left. Let's see what we get here. 1st and 10. It'll be an inside run against a safe defense. .45. Does EB have a run 2? No, he does not. Smothered at the line for a loss of 1. And I'll have Portland call their first timeout. That was a run for Perry. That ended up as a loss of 1. So now 2nd and long. We're going to go a screen pass against the pass. 24. Does C or E have a 0 pass, I should say. Allen does not. Coakley does not. So that is a possible interception. And Lewis has a 5 rating there. That's going to be icky here. 55. No, it's too high, and that's going to be incomplete. All right, 3rd and long. They need to hold on to the football to have a chance to win. So 3rd and long, they're going to go with a trick play. 53. Choice running back attempts pass on option play. Thrown out of bounds and incomplete. So the trick play does not work, and that will be 4th down. All right, so Houston will have to punt this away. It's going to be a 22 solid kick. We're going to add 4 to the average, so that'll make it a 43-yard punt. It is returnable, so that'll take it to the 43-yard line of Portland, who is on the return. For that, it is Trayvon Thurman. 11. Uh-oh. So it's going to be a loss of 11 on the return, so it ends up going for a loss of 2. That's going to put them down to the 41. So we got a minute and change to go, tied up at 32. It's 1st and 10 for Portland. They'll have a chance to knock home a winner. They are going to go inside against the run. All right, this will be a run for Cooper. 51. Does B have a run of 0? Hayes does not. He's rated 0 there, but game on the line, it's a 1. So that is not going to hit. Is EA a run of 2? He is not. So it's going to be no gain, and that will be their 2nd timeout. So Portland has 1 timeout left. 2nd and 10 coming up. Let's see what we've got here. It's going to be another inside against a safe defense this time. 22. It's an inside run for Cooper, who's a be. And that will get them 7 yards on the run. And we will call a final timeout for Portland. Okay, under a minute now, 3rd and 3. Another inside run. This is going to be against the blitz. And this will be another run for Vogel. 56. Does K have a run of 0? Yes! Rayan Edwards does. Out of position. Runner will gain 6 yards. Does he get out of bounds? Yes, he does. That will stop the clock with 40 seconds to go. Now at the 46 of Houston, they got a new set of downs and 40 seconds left. So maybe time to do 1 or 2 plays, really. What are they going to do here? It's a medium pass against the blitz. 54. Does H have a 0 pass? He does not. Quarterback is sacked for a 10-yard loss.
What the hell was that?
Oh no, so they are going to hurry back to the line. It'll be 2nd and 20. Number 18 is defender E, and that is a sack for Finn Strickland. So after the sack, they're going to go right back to the line. It's 2nd and 20 to go. They're going to have to hit a big one here, but they are deciding to go outside against the pass. Oh, this almost feels like they're giving it up here. They're giving up the tie. It'll be an outside run for Cooper. 53. Does H have a run of 2? No, he just has a 1. Knocked out of bounds 1 yard short of the first down. So he'll get 19 on the run. There'll be 5 seconds left. And we will have an injury on the play. 65. That is defender J. That is Zamar Barnes, who is hurt. He's going to be out for the rest of the game. But, I mean, really, with only 5 seconds left, there's only one thing you can do here, and that's try the field goal. So from the 37, it would be a 44-yard field goal attempt for Bennett Waldco. If it goes through, great. If not, he might still be able to get it into the end zone for the single point. Let's see what he would need. The long is a C, so he's going to need, for 44, he needs 31 or less for the win. 44 is a 31 or less. Kick on its way. It's good! It's good, and the Alphas win it on a last-second field goal. What a finish. An incredible back-and-forth affair in the final minutes, and what looked like concession by Portland turned into a blessing, leading to Waldco kicking in the game winner in an instant classic. Portland wins this one 35-32. Your Bitty Beer player of the game this week goes to Portland quarterback Malik Delmar. 55% completion percentage, but over 350 yards of passing with 3 touchdowns, and that 73.7 passer rating was the best performance of the game. That brings another week of Monday Night Football to a close. Next week, we'll see 2 other top teams in the Western Division as Vegas will be on the road to take on St. Louis at the Dome. Don't forget to like and subscribe here to follow this and other content, as well as on Twitch, where we'll be doing other live content as well. Until next time, this is Big Muzz reminding you to play well, play fair, but most importantly, play.